you need to start. This is fun. It's really hard to get this camera to do what I want while I'm trying to fly this gate in at the same time. Hey, you gotta let that be. Come back over here and move the strap towards me so I can go in more. Push it towards the post, the whole gate. Okay. Pull the strap towards me. Stop. Some more. Yep. Alright, that's curb. Let's put some rollers on it. Alright. That's what we're trying to do. Hang this thing on rollers. It's kind of a fun game to get that big of a gate to a little tiny road like that from a block away in the laydown area. But this is my fence for the week. All down through the trees. This is what I've been working on. There we go. One rolling gate, expertly installed. Yep, this has been a really fun job. The engineer designer didn't think about the fact that there's a tree in the way, so I had to go get this welded up on a straight up. They're supposed to be on an angle like that, but a genius designer, that doesn't work very well. I'm getting back here. This terrain has made the fence flow really nice, but the terrain is really crazy, so it's way off the ground, touching the ground, way off the ground, up over this hill. So, I mean, it turned out pretty good considering, and cameras lie, but that's about the slant of this hill that I'm trying to walk on right now. Oh, ankle breaker. So, in order to get that to shrink down off of this hill, make it look pretty nice on top, we ended up being pretty much a foot off the ground, but nothing I could do about it. That's what they're gonna get. I'm recording very much because the wind's been blowing 25-35 mile an hour every day, so it's probably going to be windy in the camera. But there's some more of it. A little notch back over, and it's also been really wet. put in this little wall so they wouldn't have to mow the grass on the other side. But that, my fence is below that, so that was super fun also, putting my posts in after the wall. But I think it turned out good. Flows with the same grade as the concrete does down there. They're happy, so that's all that matters. Same with all this out here. All I had to go off of was the concrete, and they hadn't done any of the dirt yet. That was a few days ago. Now they even got little blue flags or sprinklers. So it's coming together. Get my barbed wire on, hang the gates, and probably one more day. Okay, I clamped my camera to the fence, so maybe I can show you a tool I made for tightening barbed wire. Put a little notch in here like so, and turn. Keep from shaking the camera right off the fence. Turn this way. Unspool it again. Tuck it like so. And then floppy becomes boing, tight with a homemade tool. So maybe I should mail one of my tools to my material distributor along with a link to the video so they can learn how to put barbed wire on that isn't floppy loose on all my gates. Well, I fixed the barbed wire on that gate. Gotta fix a couple other too. It's been a 10-hour day, but we got barbed wire up on the whole job now. The other gates out back put in, and I'm gonna go home. I'm tired. Well, I'm gonna go to a motel. Pop here, pop shop. I got a story. On my way to do this job, this chain link job here, my work truck happened to die 4.5 hours away from home, about 3.3 miles from this job. So we unloaded the old trusty skid steer, hooked the truck on behind it, and drugged my truck and trailer here at the beginning of this job with the skid steer. I'll get my wife to put in a picture of us riding to the motel 15 minutes away with our duffel bags and my hired man in there and me driving this through town because I didn't have a truck. But then my wife brought me that truck and my camera, so that's why I got to film some of this and tell a little bit of a story. It's been exciting, but I do feel blessed that I was only 3 miles away, that I didn't break down in the middle of nowhere. I was still able to drag myself here and get some work done. Okay, made it back to Pop Shop. That's my commercial trailer that I'm not allowed to drive, or tow rather. That's the one we drug behind the blue truck with the skid steer. This is my regular truck that my wife brought me. And a personal trailer. So we made it back here, dropped the skid steer off at the post yard, but this trailer doesn't have, well, it has trailer brakes, but they don't seem to be working. So that was an exciting ride home with 8,000 pounds. Skid steer on the back. So I have a brake controller. For some reason it's just not working. So I gotta get that figured out so I can head off to the next job day after tomorrow, but tomorrow is supposed to rain. So I guess that's the end of this one. I made it home. If you like watching the fence videos, let me know. I mean, if you want to see more motorhome, I don't know. Maybe I'll go ride a motorcycle, make a video about that. But I don't really know what you want to watch unless somebody talks to me. But thanks for watching this one anyway. I'll keep doing random stuff until I find something people want to watch. Y'all have a good one.